Nice to see you. Slightly different this week, so thank you for joining me. Firstly, the big news and sort of the disappointment of the first round knockout from last week. How did you lift morale, and how did Kai take that?
Well, you know what? He's very professional. I think he did his best, and in Kay, he had a really, really, really nice lady as a partner. I think she'd be the first to admit she's not the most outgoing and flamboyant person. But I thought it was touch and go in the dance off. So I was gutted for him, but as he says, he can probably work on his golf handicap between now and Christmas now instead of starting to put in them out as he did last year. But yeah, I'm sure as a competitor, he's really, really disappointed. But enjoyed the experience of meeting Kay and dancing with Kay, of course.
Brilliant. Seriously though, I'm thinking about last Saturday from Kings Lynn's point of view. When we last spoke, the lads were promising that they're going to react to the disappointment of a defeat in the week. How pleasing must it have been for you to see the way they responded?
Well, that's all it was, really. We knew at some stage there was going to be a time we lose a game. You know, that's not in the rules. You can lose football matches, but it's how you respond to them. So, with it being such a quick turnaround between the two games against the same opposition in Kettering, I was delighted, to be honest with you. I think we got out the blocks really well. They had one really good chance, and if that had gone in, you never know what happens. But I thought our lads stuck to the task. And we played some really good stuff, scoring a few very, very good goals. So, yeah, it was the best possible start to my birthday. But then later on in the evening, certainly by the next day, they'd be dampened a little bit by Kai's result. But other than that, yeah, it was a really good response. And hopefully we've picked the baton back up. I give them a little bit of a rest early in the week, but we look ship shape and fancy at the moment. So hopefully we can reproduce a similar sort of performance at the weekend.
How has the mood been this week with the players?
Yeah, like I said, I give them a bit of a break from me, and I think people forget or don't forget, because I keep reminding you, we do a lot of travelling. That's both to training and to games, and it does take it out of you whether you're the driver or you're not. But the three games prior to a game against Kettering at home, we'd had road trips, and from that point of view, it was important that I think we just re-energized the group. But they've come back to training really, really positively. And like I said, we one more training session before the game against Chorley on Saturday. But we expect a tough game. They're a good side. They try and pass the ball well. I know the manager really well from days long ago. We played against each other. So, yeah, it's a game I'm really looking forward to.
How is the fitness of the squad generally?
Good. I mean, we've got one or two that. The reason I give them time off was we had one or two that were creaking a little bit, had a little bit niggles. One or two had snivels. There was a little bit of illness around the camp. I know Lee said the same thing about his group after the game against Kettering. But we were no different. I think it's that time of the year, isn't it, when variants of all sorts of flus and stuff come along. So, but as we sit here now, I'm not too worried about if there's anybody missing. It's not somebody that I'm concerned it'll be a long time.
I mean, you mentioned sniffles and snuffles. I mean, there's been some COVID around the backroom staff of the club. Yeah. Has that gone anywhere else at this stage?
Well, touch wood, no. I mean, the one person that's missed most time is young Spencer Keller. Hasn't been well at all. But then Hugo's had a head cold for a few days. And if he's got a runny nose, we're all in trouble, to be honest. So from that point of view, like I said, I don't want to use things as excuses, but there are things that hang around when groups of players and you're tight knit, you're getting changed in the same room, you're breathing a lot of the same air a lot of the time. But we've managed to keep a lid on it as much as we can. And like I said, there'll be no excuses in whether it's injury or illness for a team and a squad we can pick for the weekend.
The draw for the fourth qualifying took place for the FA Cup. When we spoke last, you said you hope for a weaker and a home opposition. Pleased with the outcome?
Well, I don't think I used the word weaker. I certainly wouldn't describe Ashington or the people of Ashington to be weaker. I'm very well aware of the stuff that they're made of up there. It's not far from where I'm from. And whilst I've got a little bit of an eye on it, it really is one of them situations where I'd say to you, look, we got a home draw, which is what we wanted really. yes, they're from a lower level than us, but they've taken a team out from our division already this season in the FA Cup. So we'll not be taking them lightly at all. We had them watched on Tuesday evening. We'll have them watched again this weekend. So we'll do our diligence on them the same as we would do on any team. But we'll focus more on that once about 5 o'clock comes on Saturday after the Chorley game. And until then, our focus is going to be fully on the league game.
And with that in mind, thoughts for Chorley?
We're focused on that game, and we have been since Saturday, of course. After the performance at the weekend, which we're really, really pleased about, we just hope it's something we can get close to again, that performance level. So I think the bar was raised by the guys on the pitch with a performance against Kettering, but it's okay if you do it once, but it's much better if you can repeat it, and that's what we look to do. I'm not saying we're going to ever score 6 goals, every time we turn up, but the attacking football played and the intensity that we played when we didn't have it is something that I was really, really pleased with. So in an ideal world, you rinse it and repeat it again, and it's not as easy as that, because the 7 days gone by, the opposition have had a chance to look at what we did, and they'll have a plan. And like I said, I know Andy well, and he'll be well prepared for us as we will be for him. But hopefully we can get back to winning ways in the league.